The time has finally come to go through the Season 3 Battle Pass for Call of Duty. As you can see here right under my face cam, April 12th is when Season 3 is going to launch for Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2. And we're going to go through the COD blog and look at everything coming to the game. So if you're a DMZ player, Warzone player, or an overall MW2 player, make sure to sub to the channel, especially if you're here for DMZ. I think I'm going to get back into the game and start posting more videos. Now getting into the DMZ stuff over here on the left, we're going to get into this in a little more detail when we scroll down the blog, but real quick, we're going to get new missions. We're going to get a workbench where you can customize your contraband weapons, which is really cool. You're gonna have active duty slots for 3 different operators. I guess this is kind of gonna be like 3 different characters you can use and have different loadouts built out for them. There's gonna be a new barter system as well as new backpacks. I also believe there's gonna be new bosses and a new faction. And speeding through the rest of this, there's gonna be new weapons like the FJX Imperium, which is the intervention from Modern Warfare 2. We have new operators, new events, a whole bunch of new maps coming in here. Overall, a lot of good stuff looks like it's coming for Season 3, so it's nice to see some more content. And another thing I'm really excited for is going to be Gunfight coming back to the game, the 2v2 mode that we saw back in Modern Warfare 2019. I don't know why it took them so long to add it into this game, but it's finally coming back. So here we're looking at the maps coming to Gunfight, which is the 2v2 mode. First things first, we have Alley, which is somewhere in Al Mazrah. You can see here. This looks like you might be a little skeevy campers up in some corners, but overall looks decent. We're also going to have Black Site, as you can see here, another one of the 2v2 maps. We're going to have Shipment as well. This one is probably going to be a fan favorite. I think this will be really, really fun. And there's also going to be Gunfight OSP, which stands for On-Site Procurement. Basically, it says that it's a difference from the traditional 2v2 mode where you have to grab weapons and equipment spread out across the map instead of receiving a random loadout. So this one's a little bit more you have to grab loot and then fight rather than just spawning in with stuff. Now getting into the core maps and the battle maps, we have 3 new core maps, which is super exciting. First one is Paleo's Lighthouse, which is a core map coming at launch. A lot of people were comparing this to Estate from the original Modern Warfare 2. Then we have Black Gold, another core map. I'm not sure if this one is going to actually be. Operators will have to use their night vision goggles, equip thermal optics, or use available light sources to their advantage. So this is going to be a night map, which is pretty interesting. It basically looks like Rohan Oil from Al Mazrah. And then Rohan Oil is going to be coming as a battle map, so that makes a lot of sense. We also have the Sati Cave Complex coming as a battle map, so obviously they're not going to make their own battle maps. They're just going to use the stuff from Al Mazrah. And then in season, we're also going to get Alboran Hatchery as a core map. This is looking like the area from the campaign. If you played the campaign, here's the lighthouse, and then you have the area down here where you had to go down. You were like killing people through the windows and stuff, or at least that's how I played it. Then the game modes, I'm going to speed through these. We're going to have Cranked at launch. We're going to have Face Off in season, and then we're going to have Ground War Infected in season. Here are the new ranked rewards coming for ranked play. So interesting here. If you're interested in grinding out rank, trying to get top 250, anything like that, you can have new rewards. For Warzone, we're going to have Resurgence coming to Al Mazrah. So 150 players on Resurgence. This is going to be absolutely crazy. It's going to be super hectic. And it's probably going to be really frustrating, but I'm sure it will be a lot of fun. We're also going to have Plunder. I don't know many people that really play Plunder, for being honest, but that's going to be coming if you're interested. There's going to be a new Gulag as well in Al Mazrah. Here's a first little look at it. Overall, I mean, I'm all down for them changing up the Gulag. As long as it's 1v1, I think it should be interesting. Redeploy drones are going to be coming to Al Mazrah at launch, so this will be good for rotating around the map. There's also going to be a new thing coming, which is called tempered plate carriers. Basically, you're going to be able to have half bars of your plates. So now instead of using a whole one just to fill up, let's say, half of a plate that you're missing, you can actually fill up just halves. So it's going to be a little bit more efficient to replate, basically, is what they're saying. We're going to have UAV towers that we've seen in DMZ as well coming to Battle Royale, which is going to be interesting. And now what I'm really excited to talk about is the DMZ overhaul, including barter system, workbench, and more. It says right here, operators prepare for one of the largest DMZ updates yet, so this is super exciting. First things first, let's talk about the barter system. It says one of the biggest additions since launch of DMZ is the barter system, a way to award operators who stock up on items and can reach a buy station to swap them for other valuables. The trader may not have what you want, but they will always have what you need. So essentially, you're gonna be able to take items you loot in game and trade them. I don't know how different this is gonna be than just selling them for cash and buying things you want. There isn't much other information about this barter system. It's showing buy stations here, so it's looking like this is gonna happen at a buy station. It'll be interesting to see if I get a bunch of gold bars or a blowtorch or something like that, if I can go to a buy station and maybe trade for like a really good weapon or a bigger backpack. I don't know, something like that. And we'll see how it works, because like I said, I don't know how different this is going to be than you just selling your items for cash and then buying what you want from the buy station. We're also going to have the workbench added. So another major addition to DMZ is the workbench, which can be found near buy stations and allows you to modify contraband weapons. So it says for a nominal cash fee, the workbench allows an operator to add attachments they have unlocked for the contraband weapons platform onto a piece of contraband or remove them piece by piece. So basically, it's going to be another way to spend money and customize your weapons a little bit more. I think this is a step in the right direction for DMZ. It'd be kind of cool if you could just loot attachments and remove attachments as you want. But I think we're getting a little bit closer to a more, a more fun experience with DMZ and giving more depth like we have in Tarkov. This one here is interesting, and I actually like this a lot. Now, this this is the active duty operator slots. So at the start of the season, you're going to have 3 operator slots. As you can see here, it looks like there will be more for you to unlock. But what I really like about this is basically these operators are going to have different items. Like, so they're going to have your backpacks, plate carriers, kill streak, self-reviving gas mask. So you could have all of that on operator 1 and nothing in operator 2. But depending on what you're trying to complete in game, whether you're trying to do a mission or you're trying to PvP, whether you think you need a lot of gear or you don't, you can choose what you want, like which operator you want to infill with, which I think is interesting because there's times where, like, let's say I have to do a mission where I need a munitions box, right, or something like that, but I already have a revive pistol on me. I don't want to just trash the revive pistol, so I'd have to like just play until I died and then go back in and try to do the mission with the munitions box. So I think this is interesting. Then we also are going to have a new faction, as you can see here on screen, the redacted skull special operations emblem. So this is going to be coming in season 3. It's going to have 3 mission tiers at launch and then 2 more in season. So they're going to have 3 more tiers of missions we can do, as well as adding 2 more in season, so keeping the content flowing. There's also going to be a new mission, as well as contracts, things like that are being remixed. But there's going to be the secure supplies contract, which is going to flag containers in the DMZ with gear that you can use to basically build up your operator. So this is pretty interesting. So if you have nothing on you, let's say you just died, you can drop in, get one of these secure supply contracts and go get a bunch of good gear. There's also going to be new bosses. Obviously there's not much information about these, but it basically says there's going to be 2 new bosses, one of them being underground in Almazar. So it's going to be interesting to see where that is. And there's also going to be a dedicated DMZ blog coming out closer to season 3 launch. So make sure to sub to the channel if you want to see coverage on that. Also, Alejandro and Valeria are going to be coming in as playable operators. And there's also going to be more operators coming in during the season. So we have the intervention coming in during the season at launch. Then we also have at launch the Cronin Squall, which looks like a semi-auto rifle, which is interesting. And then there's going to be additional stuff coming in season, 2 new sidearms. There's also a new event coming into the game called Trophy Hunt. And then there's also a new battle pass offering called Black Cell. Now, essentially what this seems to be is basically right here, as you can see, you get for $30, you can buy this basically better battle pass, which is going to give you even more stuff. It's going to include over 7,000 COD points of value, apparently is how they're estimating this to be. And there's going to be obviously the original battle pass and tier skips, but you're also going to get more COD points. You're going to get more COD points throughout the thing other than the ones you get instantly added. You're going to get a Black Cell operator, a weapon blueprint, a vehicle skin, a finishing move, Black Cell sector within the battle pass that gives you alternative starting locations. And then it's just basically a whole bunch of stuff. You're paying $30 instead of $10 for this battle pass, but you're going to get more stuff and some cooler stuff. Personally, I won't be buying these Black Cell battle passes, but if you are a big Call of Duty player and you're really enjoying playing Modern Warfare 2, ranked play, Warzone 2, this could be really interesting if you want to spend $30. It's also going to be 4 new prestiges. Another interesting thing here, they're going to be integrating Discord for PC players directly into the game. I don't know how this works. I mean, I already use Discord while I'm playing the game anyway, so it's going to be interesting to see how the integration works. But there's more to come and more blog posts to be coming, especially for DMZ, so make sure to sub to the channel because I'm definitely going to be covering that when it comes out. I appreciate anyone who's watched this video. Make sure to drop a like, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next video.